going to give you 3 tips to make a powerful start to your next presentation. Let's jump right in. My name is Alistair McTavish. I'm an internationally certified soft skills trainer. I've delivered training to thousands of people in more than a dozen countries around the world. This channel aims to help you to take your soft skills, communication skills, and leadership skills to the next level. Let's jump right in. 3 powerful ways to make a great start to your next presentation. Tip number 1, start with a question. At the beginning of a presentation, there's obviously a physical distance, but also kind of a mental distance between the audience and the presenter. So as soon as you can break down this barrier by asking a question, by interacting in some sort of way, it's a great strategy to engage the audience's attention and to make them want to listen to the rest of your presentation. So an example could be, let me start by asking you a question. Please put your hand up if you've ever made a goal but struggled to achieve it. Please put your hand up. Now, without a doubt, there are many people who have made goals in their life but have struggled to achieve them. So it's very likely that several people will put their hands up. Even if they don't put their hand up, you can still relate this, the content of your presentation to them in some way. So tip number 1, to make a powerful start to your next presentation, start with a question. Tip number 2, tell a story. We all know stories are very powerful and memorable. Let me ask you a question. Do you remember when you hear a story or you hear some data, which do you tend to remember for longer? Well, of course, if you're a very data-driven person, you're into big data, possibly you like data, if it's a shocking statistic. But the majority of people, they remember stories. Now, why do we remember stories? Because stories involve people, they involve emotions. So the sooner you can build an emotional connection with your audience, the sooner you'll get them on your side, they'll be engaged, they'll be interested, and they'll want to listen to what is going to happen in a story. If you watch any sort of Hollywood movie, Hollywood film, you know, they take you on a journey. Often what happens at the beginning, the person is, life's going all right, life's going good, then a struggle, bad things happen, it gets worse, it gets worse, it gets worse, and then gradually things get better and better and better, and then everything's all right in the end. So stories can take the audience on a journey. There's emotion involved. So at the start of your next presentation, try telling a story if you don't currently do that. Tip number 3, do something unexpected. Now, there are many things that you could do here, but the key point is doing something different than the majority of presenters. What do the majority of presenters do at the start of a presentation? Well, it goes something like this. Good morning, everyone. My name is Alistair. I'm very happy to be here today. Today, I'm going to talk to you about... Now, this is okay. It's clear what is your name, what is your topic, but it's a bit boring because too many people do this. So what other approach could you use to make a powerful start to your next presentation? Something a little bit different. It could be a game. It could be showing a video. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as preferably it's related to your topic, but that's not essential. But the key thing is to grab the audience's attention, get them on your side, and then begin with the main part of your content. So one strategy that I've used in the past is to speak a foreign language. So let me give you an example. 大家好，今天非常荣幸有这个机会跟大家交流一下。那么中国人有一个俗话，就是千里之行，始于足下。Now, this is a Chinese proverb meaning a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It has nothing to do with my presentation today, but I can see I've got your full attention. Now, this is a bit different. This is a bit off the wall. However, having used this many times in the past to audiences of 100 plus, it's different, it's unexpected, and it's a great way to grab people's attention. I even do this in England, where, of course, the majority most people don't speak any Chinese. So when I do this, people are a bit shocked. What is this about? I normally get a laugh, a few smiles, and it relaxes me, it relaxes the audience. And that's a great position to be in at the start of your presentation. So to sum up, When you make your presentation, your next presentation, whether it's for a job interview, whether it's a weekly meeting, even if it's a conference call, or an important event or business presentation, think carefully about your opening. Try one of these 3 strategies. Number 1, start with a question. Number 2, tell a story. And number 3, do something unexpected or out of the ordinary. And I'm confident if you try one of these strategies, your next presentation will be a big success. So I'd love to know, out of these 3 strategies, which one are you going to try in your next presentation? Please share below in the comments. And if you found this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe to this channel. We've got a lot more valuable videos coming to help you take your soft skills, communication skills, and leadership skills to the next level. See you on the next one.